Not much. What's up with you, Tommy boy? Isn't there a Club 33 at Disney World that's like really exclusive and elite? Yeah. It's also the jersey number of America's favorite white boy ever, the great Larry Bird. Shout out Larry Bird. Shout out Larry Bird. White boys can't jump is the name of the movie, I'm pretty sure. Or white men can't jump. I don't even know what that movie's about. I just know I think I don't even know what it's about. I who knows? It might. Now, I mentioned oh, go on. Go on. It's crazy that Larry Bird did half the things he did. He's the greatest, in my opinion, like the greatest trash talker ever. Now, I don't know how well versed you are with the NBA, but you know how like most sports have like an all-star weekend, whatever, the best players play against each other. So in the NBA, like MLB does a home run derby. NBA does a whole bunch of stuff like, the 3-point contest, the skills challenge, the slam dunk contest, right? Larry Bird famously was a really good 3-point shooter in terms of, as good as he get in the 80s and 90s at least. I forgot what year it was, but there's a famous story that goes around. He goes into the locker room prior to the 3-point contest. You go out there, try to make the most 3-pointers, whatever, anybody. Basically, what we inspire the game at Dollywood, right? Larry Bird walks into the locker room where all the other guys in the 3-point contest are, and he's like, all right, which one of you is coming in second? He goes out there for the actual 3-point contest, still in his warm up jacket, and wins. I love Larry Bird. Another one I've heard is like there was some guy they were playing on Christmas, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm going bird hunting tonight." So Larry Bird later on that night during the actual game hits a shot, yells in that guy's face, "Merry effing Christmas!" Funny one. And then a third and final before we get to the actual, show, the meat and potatoes of the show. And I'm just giving Larry Bird lore. There's one that's like some guy trying to trash talk and about Larry Bird saying he's bad and all that. Anyway, the guy's like, "Yeah, Larry Bird, if he wants to talk to me, knows where he can find me." Larry Bird, responds, "Yeah, he'll be on the end of the bench, typically where the bad players sit." Now, I just wanted to get some Larry Bird lore to brighten our viewers' day because single greatest trash talker ever. Love Larry Bird. He's from the same general region as you. He's from Indiana, but close enough. Same. Oh, I mean, your guys are kind of like bordering. Okay, okay. Well, all right. Well, we'll just backtrack on that then. Now, anyway, I mentioned to you pre-show, literally 20 seconds before we start recording, that I have something lined up. Right. So, from the Alex Trebek stage, Sony Pictures Studios, this is Unqualified Jeopardy. All right, well, you know the rest. So, our first round today, we have classic rock, Tom Hanks movie characters, as in characters in movies he was a part of, not the characters he played, but people he acted along with in that movie, basically. Worst countries, facts about Chicago. I had to Google to find out. This is courtesy of some website. I don't feel like citing, don't feel like going back to find it, but they know who they are. And wrestlers, real or fake. Right. I don't know if you did or not, but I don't. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. So this is I'm just gonna give you the name of a wrestler. You just have to tell me real or fake. All right. Where are we starting off, Tommy boy? 200. All right. Chicago is sometimes referred to as the blank city with this numerical nickname. Numerical. You know what numerical means? Yeah. Chicago is often referred to as the blank city with a numerical nickname. Right. So think of another famous nickname for Chicago in relation to. It's okay. It's blank city, and it's related to numbers. It's your final guess. A second city. I listen. That's what the information page about Chicago said. It's okay. It says I'm having stream errors. Are you still seeing my stream? Okay, so now if I do this, can you see the board? Okay. I guess I just can't see the my own stream whenever I switch back. All right, that's fine. That's fine. Where are we going this time? That's for 200. Russ Malone. Is this real or fake? That is indeed fake. Back to zero. Where are we going now? Okay. This Southern rock powerhouse, famous for an over 4 minute solo in Freebird, is still around today, even if all original members are dead. That's correct. Every single founding member is dead. Yeah, yeah, it's like it's not even the same band. It's kinda like, the ship of Theseus of, of bands. Like, is it? It's like, I mean, all the Van Zants who formed, the brothers are dead. Half the original I'm pretty sure, like, majority of the original band died in that plane crash in the '70s, and now it's just, like, 20 people that go up and play Leonard Skinner songs with the band name Leonard Skinner. I don't know. Mm, tribute band. I like, if you see this, modern incarnation, this, in the year of our Lord 2025, say, you're going to a Leonard Skinner concert. If every member is dead, is it even Leonard Skinner? Where are we going now, Tom Boy? Hey. While Led Zeppelin sang about the Stairway to Heaven, AC/DC had this, the exact opposite. Correct. Bow, bow. Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks. I didn't even have a chance to read it. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure that's the only one on this, entire, run through right here that is a character he actually played. Everybody else relates to a character in a movie he was in. Where are we going? For 1,000. Test. He's real. He was in WWE in the 2000s. Andrew Test Martin, rest in peace. Yeah. This was for 400. Pegasus Kid. It is real. I want you to real quick look up Pegasus Kid. Just you need to see the name of the guy that plays Pegasus Kid. There's a reason I remember this. Years ago, Ellen did a segment on her show. It was like professional wrestler or Coachella band, and one of the answers was Pegasus Kid. Keep in mind the Ellen show, has been running for a long time. This was after though, years after. In fact, over a decade after Chris Benoit, did what he did. So no, her show's been on since like early 2000s. The Chris Benoit thing happened '07, but in like the 2010s, they showed a picture, like an actual picture of Chris Benoit wearing the Pegasus Kid uniform. I just had to throw that in there because you love Chris Benoit so much. Did I give you the points for that one? Okay. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, all right. Chicago for 400. Every year, the Chicago River is dyed this color. Right. All right. Where are we gonna Chicago per 1,000? All right. Chicago is comprised of this many community areas, according to this thing I cited. If you're within five, I'll give it to you. I'm assuming just Chicago itself, because I think that's also the number Wikipedia gave me. All right. I can cite the Wikipedia. So it might be Chicagoland then. It might be the full like Chicagoland area. Okay, so you want to take the higher? I'll take the higher number. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's 77. Yeah, Wikipedia has it cited as sociologists in the late 1920s subdivided the city into 77 distinct community areas, which can further be subdivided into over 200 informally defined neighborhoods. But 77 is the actual community-ish, whatever term. No, no, no. It's saying like no, like it's saying that no, it's saying the neighborhood's gonna be further divided down, but 77 community, 77 community areas. Okay. Yeah. All right. Where are we going now? And this has been around for 100 years. It says in 1920s, people at the University of Chicago divided it into 77 community areas. This absolutely needy, drug addicted, poor skank finally met karma when she died of AIDS and left, you know, left that poor autistic man to raise a child on his own on whatever money he's making because he's a charitable man and donated all. He did not have money. This skank died of AIDS and she deserved every ounce of pain she went through when she died of AIDS. I'm a Jenny hater. I'm a Jenny hater. I am a Jenny hater. Where are we going now? Need to cool down. I need to cool down. Give me a second. Oh boy. This British band found success in the 1970s through the 1990s with hits such as Fat Bottom Girls, We'll Rock You, and of course, Bohemian Rhapsody. Ah, Queen. All right, where are we taking it now, Tommy boy? Chicago for 8. Chicago's downtown area is known as this. The site, if it helps, said it was a reference to the track, encircling it. Okay, okay. If it helps, it refers to the central business district. If that helps. I hate to. Uh, you're going like you're 1 for 4 in Chicago. That's not beyond me personally, but hold on. Uh, it was choosechicago.com. It's right here. This is the exact site that I sorted, or the exact site that I cited, I should say. Mhm. Okay. 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 I'll just I'll just give you those points then, because that's on them. I'll throw you that one. Where are we taking it now? The Great Chicago Fire took place in this year. Yeah. If you get it within 3 years up or down, I'll give it to you, because why not? This has been horrible. 1871. Alright, where we headed? That's for 600. Who? Who? Is indeed real. It was the guy that was in a stable, a team, whatever, with Bret Hart. It was Jim Neidhart. Do you know the one with the giant orange beard? That was another one of his characters. That was another one of his characters. Right. All right. This country has the worst dental system in the world. Yeah. Right. It's the truck for 8. Steve Perry sang for this band who reminds us to don't stop believing. There's no way I could word that and make it sound, grammatically correct, but yes, it's my town, boy. Journey. Just a small town girl living in a lonely world. more than a feeling. Magic. This band was the subject of a famous SNL sketch when their manager asked for more cowbell during the song Don't Fear the Reaper, in case you're wondering. No, through the wind, the sun, and the rain, we could be like they are. Same band that made Oh no, there goes Tokyo, go go Godzilla. Yeah. Oh no, they say he's got to go, go go Godzilla. Who? I'm burning, I'm burning, I'm burning for you. It is. All right. You went 4 for 5 in classic rock, I'm quite sure. That's pretty impressive considering, I was, yeah. Alright, where are we taking it? Tom Hanks plays the manager of this musician who also appeared in Forrest Gump. I'm right, using your first skip, but he played the manager of Elvis in that awful movie with Austin Butler. Tom Hanks for 800. And catch me if you can, Tom Hanks plays an agent pursuing this man, who was played by Leo DiCaprio. Wait, is Carl? Wait, I might have screwed that up. I think Carl Hanratty was the agent he played. I forgot. I was originally doing like Tom Hanks roles, but then I decided to switch it to characters he's with. Then I screwed that up. Yeah, that's on me. Yeah, it was supposed to be Frank Abagnale. It was supposed to be Frank Abagnale. Thank God. All right. Tom Hanks goes at a volleyball with this name. Wilson. Great movie. All right. You still have for 1,000. This country worships a fat pig who loves to blow stuff up. It is North Korea. I'm sure I now have some North Korean, spies watch me have a direct, sniper pointed at my head now, but who cares? First country for 6. This country's best quality is its name. One letter off from one of Tommy Boy's top 10 favorite slurs. It is Niger. I thought I thought that would be a fun clue to write. Countries for 4. This country has people who refuse to shower. Heavy on the, air quotes. All right. Gravy train. That is indeed fake. As far as I'm aware, there has never been a wrestler named Gravy Train who's popular. And finishing us off. Arrgh, mateys. This country sells the 7 seas as the world's crappiest pirates. Malia. All right. Let me pull up the double Jeopardy real quick. We're working with 5,200. Really? Oh, that sounds fun. All right. Moving on to the double Jeopardy. We have Vine Stars, NFL teams. I'll give you the city. You tell me the team name. Kentucky facts. Women mentioned in our March Madness bracket, and fill in the blank. Metallica song titles. Oh, all right. All right. I'll give some, context. Vine Stars. I'll just, I was watching WWE Raw tonight, or I guess technically earlier today because they were in Europe, and it was on at 3 p.m. I was watching it. I saw a particular former Vine star appeared on the show. They want to add a Vine Stars category. NFL teams, just why not? Kentucky facts. I figured if we have Chicago, I'll do my home state, consider my home city. When we mentioned March Madness brackets, it's been enough time to where it's still fresh in our minds, but not enough as to where we're gonna, know exactly everybody. And then fill in the blank Metallica song titles. I just like Metallica. All right, where are we starting off in the double Jeopardy round? Okay, the finest woman on the planet. She won my bracket. I speak of her frequently. What? I'm trying to. Oh, absolutely not. God no. If you want to roll with me, I'm okay. I'm saying I can take you for a ride. Without a premonition, we fell to a rhythm. The music don't stop for life. Glitter in the sky, glitter my eyes, shine up the light. Also made let's go. If you don't wanna see me dancing with somebody, don't show up, don't come out, don't start caring about me now. Uh-huh. Alright. I'm trying to think. What else songs by her would you possibly know? You're taking a skip on Dua Lipa? Dua Lipa. Alright. Where are we heading? Vine starts for 2000. This man started his content creation career as the lovable southern chubby kid on Vine. Mhm. He's the kid who put Brandon Bowen. I was just too busy, blocking out the haters. That kid. That's just 400. Vine unfortunately gave us these two brothers who the internet loves to hate. Jake and Logan Paul. Ep Society back 30 years with them. It's everyday bro proceeded to set music back 20 years. All right. Enter blank. Starting off easy. Hey, ride the blank. It is Lightning. Song and album title, coincidentally. Kentucky facts for 12, right down the middle. The largest city in Kentucky is Louisville, and it's located on this river. Is that your response? It's actually the Ohio River. Muhammad Ali once famously threw one of his medals in the Ohio River. Where are we at? So 300. This overrated creator makes magic content that third graders and 45-year-old Facebook moms love, and nobody in between. On that track. You got it. I've never once enjoyed a video by him that I've watched. Uh, it's, it's all camera tricks. It's not even magic. All right. This Latina made an elite run in both of our brackets. I believe made it to the finals for you. Yeah, out of the bottom right region, I believe the melon misses with melon and the Latinas. She made it to the finals for you. It went white women on the top left, bottom left with white women rest of world. So you had Americans rest of world. Top right was Asians. Bottom right was Latinas and misses with the melanin. Dakota Kai was, I should have put her in, misses with melanin. She represented white women rest of world for whatever reason. Coming to you, it's coming to you. Telepathic. Yeah, I'll try to go back of the brain telepathically then. And middle brain to telepathize it. Bang. Got it. Women for 1,200. This South African singer was an underdog who could have had all the potential to win it all. Could have had potential to win it all. Yeah, I'm representing the misses with melanin. It was Tyla. No more skips remaining, which means you now have to answer everything that comes your way. Where are we going? Algebra 12. All blank long. Nightmare. All nightmare long. All right. Chicago. To give you a toss up there, a softball. Over 8. Tennessee. No, that's college. Right. Correct. What is Tennessee's? It's right. It is Titan. Up for 12. Atlanta. My favorite team. Bang. Yeah, 3 for 3. Las Vegas. Are you going to run the board? Jacksonville. That's college. It's college. It's University of Florida. I'll a good host. I'll give you another shot. Not this Tommy boy. Panthers are from Carolina. Jacksonville is the Jaguars. I'm looking for the team name. Where are we going? Kentucky for 4. Before becoming the 15th state, Kentucky is a part of this state. Actually, just Virginia. Yes, though. All right. The University of Kentucky is located in this city. I can. Louisville has the University of Louisville. University of Kentucky is in Lexington. Right. Eaton Vine started for 16. This man was the most followed Vine creator, although now that I'm mature, I realize he was never actually funny. He was never funny. All right, finish this off. This woman dated David Dobrik for about 3 years. It is indeed Liza Koshy. All right. Metallica song title from 16 until it blank leaps until it sleeps. I kind of start going for some deep cuts. King blank. Think about my PSN name. Well, you might have just, it's just King nothing. I'll still give it to you. I'll still give it to you. Right. 4 left. Kentucky for 2000. The capital city of Kentucky is this. I don't know why that highlighted. I'm trying to highlight that. Is that your final answer? Is that your final answer? I'll tell you, it is neither of those. If you want a hint, it shares a name with the somewhere in Germany. I'll give you that. Gotta get your points up. Yeah. It is Frankfurt. You're welcome. Where are we going? All right. Kentucky is the birthplace of this U.S. president. Is indeed Abraham Lincoln. All right, which one are we going here first? 16 or 2? 16. This gorgeous woman won Tommy Boy's bracket. And I sure do. I sure do. Right. You're on the right track, I'll give you that. Final answer? Megan Bain. Megan Bain won your bracket. And the final clue. And this Asian influencer has both of us in a trance. I tried to throw like a little hint in in there, but yeah, oopsie. You're gonna finish off this round of unqualified Jeopardy with a grand total 12,000 points. That is, that's yeah. Compared to last time you had 9,600, so not bad at all. All right, let's hear it. Woo! Hey, okay. How many? Oh, that's fair. Well, what was your opinion on can you hear me? Okay, yep, we're back. Okay. Uh for some reason anytime I accidentally unplug my headset, my computer has an aneurysm and refuses to reload the sound until I plug it back in and the entire, Discord, resets. Anyway, we're back now. We're good. We're Gucci. We're all bueno. Huh? I was like, can you hear me? Oh crap! What were you saying? I forgot. Oh, okay. Say, what's your opinion on Caleb as a guest? Yeah. Right. That sounds bad. Did I ever mention on the show that the guy that made Fallout is gay? I feel like I mentioned that, like, a long time ago. Then again, we're 30 something episodes deep. They're starting to melt together now, I don't know what I said when. Yeah. Yeah. Like, I vaguely remember touching on this, possibly. Could've been pre-show, post-show. What a Yeah, like, y'all need to, like, some point, we need to do something like this where they can listen to our post-show or pre-show chats, just like, sometimes our post-show chats are just as funny or funnier, let's say, on the air. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be cool. I mean, obviously, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, like, what the market would be on Patreon for somebody with 16 subscribers, but I'd had to flex that 16. Yeah, man. That reminds me, I've been looking at your, uh, document points. I'm not gonna try to I'm trying not to spoil it for the, viewers. I don't know if we've mentioned what it is yet. I d Okay, yeah, anyway, I love what you're writing, just how it goes on these unhinged rants. I think my best unhinged rant was the, point number 7 I made. I went back and added some more to it. But, um, what I feel like mine could be a little bit funnier, but, it is what it is. I still can't get over number 5 for you, yeah, yeah. Ooh, do you think Sean would respond to us tonight, or do you think having guests back to back would be overkill? Alright, the people need to meet Sean. Now, granted, he didn't respond to me last time, but yeah. Yeah, to kinda, like, change the energy of what Caleb was doing. Sean would Yeah. I had no clue what that was about. I mean, no hate to Caleb. Yeah, no hate to Caleb. Caleb's cool. It's it was I mean, I'm sure you were as well, but I woke up this morning with severe back pain from having to carry the last third of the episode. Basically, 20 or 30 times during the entire episode. At least we didn't, get any "The time is now." Awful. It's awful. All love. All love. All love. All love. Maybe 82%. Yep. I think you did. I think you did for sure. I yeah, yeah, I mean, I feel like the descriptions are usually, like, a top 5 thing about every episode. Yeah. Remember that time I ordered some DoorDash while on show? Should I do that again? I tell you I applied didn't I tell you I applied for a job? Yeah, so I mean, they've not contacted me since I put my application in 2 days ago, but I'll provide more I'll provide more information. I'll provide more information. Oh god, that's awful. Yeah, that's I mean, that's slightly better than the worst it could have gone, if you know that reference. Yeah, I still don't, I still don't know if he was, fully warmed up to being on camera, being a guest, but he yeah. I feel like Boat was the same way. I don't think Boat knew it was a podcast. Fair point. Oh, we need to bring Ryu on sometime to, like, have a translator. Ryu's basically fluent. I thought Fiverr was $5 or less though. Yeah. So we'll get a Thai language translator for $5 an hour. Probably, it'll probably be like translating into like racial slurs and stuff. Oh, well, Ryu doesn't need a translator because he's fluent. Now, I still don't think we'll ever top teaching Boat and Ryu American swear words, or I guess English swear words technically. That was fun. Oh, so he picked up on it perfectly so quickly. Yeah, I mean it can mean so many different things. It's the most versatile word in any language ever, if you think about it. I mean, what a word! What a word! Oh, oh, the oh, I'd love to hear Boat say it just once. If Boat is somehow seeing this, we love you, Boat. You're our best friend in the whole wide world, Boat. We miss you. You mean in your 20 plus years of life, you'd never met anybody else ever from a foreign country? You lived in Chicago, the 3rd biggest city in the United States. So you never met anybody from Europe before then, nobody from Asia before then. You never ate at a Chinese restaurant before then. I mean, you met somebody from China who runs a restaurant. Okay. All right. All right. That makes sense. I look for my. All right. Uh, I mean, in Hazard, my hometown, we had like a few Hispanics, and we had this Pakistani doctor who was pretty cool. I mean, there were a couple, Chinese restaurants, but that was as far as it went. I had like exactly one black classmate and exactly one mixed classmate my entire time kindergarten through 8th grade. I had one mixed classmate and one black classmate. Hey, I mean, like I figured Chicago had more. Uh, and the 5-year-old kid and the 5-year-old kid is also when they're doing, math homework or something anytime you go in there. Yeah, doing their 5 years old doing calculus. Yeah. If you don't have a 5-year-old in there who's probably the son of the owner, not it's, man, mine was, like that too, where it's like you go in there, there's this kid, I remember his name was, Rui, his name was Rui. Shout out Rui if you're somehow seeing this. He was the son of the one of the main ladies who ran the, Chinese buffet in my hometown. He was always, like, coming over to our table, talking to me and my sister, our parents. He was a cool little kid. He was, like, probably 3 or 4 years younger than me, so shout out Rui. Ryu, but, he's not Ryu. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. Ooh, that Rangoon, man. Shout out, Peking Buffet and has it. If we ever end up in Illinois, I will 110% try Grand Buffet. I love some crab rangoons, man. I'm not a seafood fan in the slightest. The only seafood I eat is Long John Silver's and calamari. I love some crab rangoon, man. Put 2 pounds of crab rangoons in front of me, those things will be gone within 30 minutes. I usually do 2 fish, 1 chicken with fries, coleslaw, hush puppies, and whatever their variation of Coke or Pib is. I'm a fan of the, sweet and sour sauce at Long John's personally. That's the only place I usually eat sweet and sour is that and Chinese. I get, 2 fish. Again, that's the only, like, fish I really eat. Oh, and the clams. If I'm feeling, extra hungry, I'll get some, clams from Long John's. Oh, good. Oh, good. Now now I wanna say, in terms of the best hush puppies I've ever had, I have a solid top 3, right? Number 3, I got Long John's. Number 2, I got Huck Finn's and Pigeon Forge. If you're ever in Pigeon Forge, want some seafood, I'm not even a seafood fan. Go to Huck Finn's just for the hush puppies, man. It's like kind of like up right on the parkway, kind of tucked away. Number one, number one, bravely enough, is the Dollywood Host Lounge. I don't know if it's because like every time they had them, I was starving and I could have ate rubber and cardboard and been happy, or if they genuinely put like crack cocaine into those hush puppies. They're like this big. You get like 3 of them. So good. Right. No, no, the Dollywood Host Lounge fish. Oh, yeah, Dollywood. Fair point. Dollywood Host Lounge fish typically inedible. You somehow put me onto this. I don't know if you remember this. You put me onto eating it with mayonnaise. With mayonnaise. And that somehow made it good. I don't know if it's something that's normally possible or only possible at the Dollywood Host Lounge. But Dollywood Host Lounge, uh, fish with mayonnaise and then hush puppies. I don't oh man, I Do you think Dolly knows the quality of the food they're serving us? Or, the workers now, I should say? Yeah. Gourmet. Like, it goes and as far as, like, theme park food goes, or as far as cafeteria food goes, it looks like gourmet. The fact that Dollywood, actual booth food, from, like, Hickory House or Miss Lillian's, never had it, but I know it's good. I've heard it. And, like, Dog and Taters is, like, 10 times better than the Dollywood Host Lounge food. It's criminal. Like, we're the ones who are breaking our backs for these people. We should at least, get a voucher, at least like 1 or 2 a week for free meal from like Dogs and Taters or something. I don't like. I love a Dogs and Taters foot long corn dog and their potato wedges or whatever kind of fries they have. I don't want to pay $14 after my discount for it. I don't want to pay $12 after my host discount for a little tiny, hamburger bun with some pulled pork on it. Never turned mine in yet. I got mine. Ooh, that could be genius. 'Cause I know we get free drinks already. Can you imagine we got a free meal from like one of those stands? Like, I'm not complaining about the host lounge, free meal at all. I'm complaining about the quality of the food, not the fact we get a free meal. I don't. Burgers. It's burgers and fries. Maybe like a chicken wrap. Yeah. They're It's like they're bound to be, marking that up by 200% or 300% what it costs them to make. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. All locations across the park. Those chicken tenders probably if you go to, like, a fast food restaurant, you probably get, the same quality tenders for, like, a quarter the price. Maybe, like, half price. Hollywood chicken tenders are good, but they would taste a lot better if they were cheaper. Does that make sense? If that you actually paid, like, a reasonable price for them, they would taste 10 times better. They're already pretty good. I don't wanna pay for them. Perfect. I think the best meal I've had at Dollywood outside the host lounge is probably like, unironically, a footlong corn dog. I've been to Hickory House a few times, they're alright. Those footlong corn dogs, man, footlong corn dogs are incredible. Yeah, the one with the giant, like, metal wok. Ooh, the potato tornado. I mean, they still serve 'em on if you get one. Fair point. That's probably the cheapest meal you're gonna find in Dollywood. Consider the fact that a bucket of cotton candy is, like, $14. That's insane. I mean, people will still, like, leave that, down at a game sometimes, I'm assuming they do it this season. They did it all the time whenever I was working there, and they just don't come back for it. It'll be, like, half full, they don't come back for it. Yeah. I were you were you there the day I got to take home the green miner's helmet? So, like, whenever you go to Lucky 7, you can get the plastic helmets with, the light on top of the headlamp? It's sitting in my room. It's sitting in my helmet, yeah, Lucky 7, the mine when you're walking up towards Tennessee Tornado? Like, the water that runs down, you can, like, mine for gems and stuff. So, the plastic helmets you can get there with, like, the headlamp on it that works. You can get a plastic miner's helmet, so I'm assuming some kid left it. It's got left sitting at a goblet because, of course, any good story starts with me running goblet. Of course it does. I'm over there at goblet doing my thing, and I just, it's a helmet that had been left there, I guess, the previous day. Larry's out there making his rounds. I'm like, "Hey, Larry, how long's this thing been out here?" He's like, "Oh, buddy, that thing's been out there since like yesterday." I'm telling him like, if nobody comes back for it, I want it. He's like, "Well, shoot, buddy, take it." So, I have it on the rest of the day, and then, and then Larry's like, But listen, whenever Jonathan comes down here later, you're gonna have to take it off. He won't like you wearing that because, of course, he won't. It's Jonathan. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll go hide it in a locker or something until Jonathan comes back. Jonathan comes down, whatever, and I meet him in the break room because I'm on my break whenever he's in there. This is down in Country Fair, obviously, break room. And I pulled out the locker. I'm like, Jonathan, look what I got. Doesn't this look like super fancy? He's like, fancy is definitely a word. It's the most Jonathan way typical Jonathan. He's like, it'd be. I just know he was thinking it would be a lot nicer if it was Jigglypuff themed. I guarantee you, if they made Jigglypuff, helmets, he'd start supplying them in the tens of thousands. Oh yeah, and Pikachu. I'm sure he's commissioned, Pikachu drawings. Mm. Oh god, I wouldn't. I would not be surprised. I. How do you know this information? Oh boy. Now, I guarantee you he'd buy them. All right. Listen, I got something for us to do now to, kind of shift up the topic, kind of keep things fresh. Good as a Jeopardy. What good is a Jeopardy with without without a tier list? This is one I think you and I will both enjoy. Breaking Bad cinematic universe. So I've not watched the show in a few years. So I'll try to remember all their names. I do remember most of them. I'm assuming this is Andrea. So starting off with Andrea. If it was hotness, Brogdon's going. If it was hotness, Brogdon's going straight up to S tier. Now we're just going like based on the character themselves. Like how likable of a character is it? Like S tier would be the best characters in the show. F tier is for guys like Skylar. Hold on, yeah, real quick. Let me just Let me just hold on. There we go. Who don't you? Just Skylar rank is her own on her own category. All right, moving on though. Starting off, Andrea. Yeah, yeah. I agree. I agree with that. If it was in terms of attractiveness, though, Andrea is top tier. By the way, my favorite of Jesse's love interest, unironically, might be Andrea. Jane's cool, but Jane kind of because Jane kind of ruins Jesse's life for a while. Yeah, but he was trying to get clean and make a change, and then she's like, nope, 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 nope. You're not gonna get clean. You're gonna do drugs with me." And he's like, "Okay, yeah." If Kristen Ritter, told me to do something, I might honestly have to do it. But all right, Badger. He's genuinely one of the only level-headed characters in the entire show, and saying that about Badger is crazy. He might be one of the Yeah, he might be, like, the most neutral character in the show. Brogdon, Brogdon, however you say it. I think he's solid s Brogdon, yeah, C tier, and his eyebrows. Yeah. He doesn't really do much. Okay, so I said C. I'll give you A tier. I'll give you A tier. High A. Yeah. You convinced me. Brock. Poor old Brock. I, yeah, fair point. Fair point. We'll put him in D tier because anybody's better than Skylar White. Whoever this lady is, I don't remember who she is. Okay, principal. Alright. If it's a principal, I'm gonna say B tier. Okay, Carlos. All right. Yeah. I, I thought Toyar guy was. Yeah, that might be it. Never mind. I was looking at something. No, no, no. He's- mm, right. What about combo? Eh, I was gonna say A. I'll put him at high A. I'll put him above Brogdon. Like I'm trying to be like fair. I don't want to overuse the S, even though we should. A lot of these people in S. Say my name. You're Heisenberg. That's your the guy that says the guy says you're Heisenberg. Yeah. 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 Jane's dad. That conversation, seeing with him and Walt in the bar makes him like a really likable guy. You can tell he like genuinely he's a great dad. He's sad to see Jane go out the way she does. But his ineptness to, take off of work leads to the inadvertent death of 200 people. feel like he's like a mid C tier, probably. Yeah, we'll go mid C for now. We'll see how it plays out. Black Mr. Clean. Black Mr. Clean. He's in for like maybe 2 minutes. Low C tier because he's not Brock and he's not Tyler White, yo. I feel like he gets a permanent place at like the bottom of C tier, just because he's not Brock, he's not your Heisenberg. Yeah, right, right. She perfectly plays the type of Aaron-ish type woman. If that makes any sense, she plays the role right. She plays it perfectly. Now, but is the character like is it an S tier character? No. Is it an S tier character? No. But it is an S tier performance, if that makes sense. Is she as good as Andrea though? Is she better or worse than Andrea? Don't remember his name, but okay. Well, if he's a Nazi, then if he's a Nazi, then D, right? Right. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Right. Yeah. I mean, just because that's Brock, we'll put Brock at the bottom just because he's Brock. Gail, what are we putting Gail? All right. I agree with that. Hobby, I think he's better than Andrea, honestly. Right. Wait, have we got to Elliot yet? In the G's. I was wondering because they have Gretchen on here. Oh, I want Elliot Schwartz. I mean, I wouldn't rank him too highly, but yeah, he just kind he's basically just there to tell Hank and Gomi like, go do this. Here's what we know. Go do this. Gretchen, no words needed. No words needed for Gretchen. She's slightly above Brock. No, in fact, I hate Brock. Gretchen is worse than Brock. Nobody is as bad as Skylar White. You could put Adolf Hitler and Saddam Hussein on here. They're still getting ranked above Skylar White, yo. We're getting ready to come up on an elite run here, by the way. D tier, like high D. No words needed for the next 2, right? No word absolutely no words needed for the next 2. Alright, let me zoom out to make this easier so I don't have to keep constantly scrolling up and down. I think Gus is better than Hank. We need to move you to the end. It would have to go, Gus, Hank, Hector, right? Okay. Okay, there we go, now we're good. Holly White, the actual mastermind behind everything that happened was actually Holly White. That's my favorite fan theory. Yeah. She doesn't really do much. She's still better than Skylar White. She's still better than Brock and Andrea. Not Andrea, but Gretchen. Yeah, better than Gretchen and Brock. No hate to you, Andrea. We love you, Andrea. We love you around here. Hey, where are we putting Huel? I love I just love I just love Lavelle Crawford. I just like Lavelle Crawford, bro. I love Lavelle Crawford. Oh, Badger, alright. Okay, where are we putting yeah, Jack. Let me get the name. No, no. I I'd say I was gonna say B, so we'll meet an A, just because he's a good character. He's a good character. I mean, he's a bad character, but he's a good play. Yeah. All right. Jane. I've said my piece on Jane. I feel like Jane would be a. I would say Jane as a terms of a character, would probably be like an A tier character. A tier, fair, high A. We'll go high. I want to say high A. Just we're putting a lot of people in S. She'll be like locked in the top 1 or 2 of A for sure. Jesse again, nowhere to need. I mean, like it's. I mean, I know I just said we're putting too many people in S, but he might be. All right. Uh, I gotta pee real bad, but give me 1 minute. Not even a minute. It just hit me. All right. What I miss? Okay. No. Th- M- Morgan Wallen. Morgan Wallen. Oh, it is. Okay. Oh. Mhm. A minute. Better than but better than Holly because Holly doesn't do much other than get kidnapped, and Brock is Brock. See, if it was me, I just wouldn't let that happen. I just wouldn't get poisoned. This guy just C tier. Oh, C tier. All right. I'm just realizing some of these might be out of alphabetical order. Because tell me why, or is it going by first name? Because I don't know. Steven might be Steve. I'll be going by Steve Gomez, and because there's Skinny Pete. All right, I was about to say I don't. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, we'll rank. Yeah, we'll rank these two together. I'm gonna zoom out again, so I don't have to keep like constantly doing. We'll put them together. All right. I am I allowed to scroll? Thank you, Lydia. Right, right. Yeah. At the same time, she's Lydia. So low B, low B. Oh, put her above receptionist. All right, Marie. I think we found our other candidate for Skylar White. Yo, that's about it. Mike, S tier. I mean, there's very few people who like guaranteed locks into S tier. Mike is one of them. I don't think he's as good as Hang, but he's for sure better than Baker. Mm-hmm. Jesse's mom hasn't got. Yeah, Jesse's mom has not got it going on. She's all I don't want. Or she would. Okay, all right. Where are we ranking her though? Yeah, I mean she's still better than Brock though. All right, I don't remember his name, but that is Bill Burr right there. Right. I love Bill Burr in general though. Scooby. I see. Oh, okay. I was gonna say I see. Fair point. Fair point. Fair point. Mind you, it's been 2 years since I've on 3 years since I watched, so quite important. Spooge's kid. It's really important. Really important. Shout out to Spooge's kid. I don't know where that kid is now, but Saul, no words needed. Honestly, top 3 character. Skinny Pete. I'll, what'd you say of that kind of cut out? I have a feeling that we're gonna be overloaded on S's, but yeah, we'll put Skinny Pete up there with Badger. I like Badger a little more. Gomi. Where are we putting Gomi? Yeah, I mean, unless he's working with Hank, really. If he's matched with Hank, S tier character. But if he's like standalone, yeah. All right. I think I think I think Skylar White Yo's reserved for these two and these two alone. The two worst siblings, two worst characters in television history: Skylar White and Marie Schrader. Nobody. The I mean, even if Ted, exists, he's still better than Skylar and Marie. Where are we putting Todd? Where are we putting Todd? Yeah. Yeah. And he also shot a kid, so that's something. Like a A tier. I would say like mid A. Is he as good as the Salamancas? It's like they do so much without saying a word. Ugo. I just realized Danny Trejo's character is missing. I won't fight that. I won't fight that. We'll put him above Badger Skinny Pete. That's yeah, that's a fantastic question. Is it 'cause he's black, you're calling him Tyrone? This could be the most racially motivated comic you've ever made. That's saying something for you. Boy, and I don't think it's Gale. D. D tier, I mean, he's not really. I said I said I said D. I said I said D tier, so we'll put him in C. Wait, oh, I just realized, you know who else is missing? You know who else is missing? Crazy Eight's missing. Milio? Milio. They're literally in the first episode. How do you miss them? First or second? They don't have the first guy walk killed. They don't have Crazy Eight. That's wow. They don't. They don't have They don't have the dude that Walter stopped in the store and be like, "You don't buy all this stuff at one place." Ooh, right? Who's that dude that who's the two dudes that sat at the table with in Los Pollos whenever Gus came over to talk to him, and then one guy's like, "You should really think about franchising." That guy, is he in here? I have no idea. That's a great question. Uh-huh. Wow. Yeah, the hash brown. Oh, wow. I don't have any of the other people standing at the table whenever Skylar White singing "Happy Birthday, Mr. President." Who's the guy that they set up with the sell meth to whatever? They set up, I think, Badger. I'm saying like the guy they set up to buy from him. Yeah, they they don't have the cops that found Walter when he died. I might be pushing it a bit. How do you miss this many people? They have do they have Lord, do they this is they don't even have Spooge on here. Yeah, uh, B tier, he's alright. We'll go high A. We'll put him a well, I mean, you gotta think, is he as good as Andrea? And so, you wanna put him in C tier then? I thought you said put him in C. Alright, we'll put him about right here. Right, Walt Jr., aka Flynn. Where are you putting yeah. Mhm. Yeah, I agree with that. I was gonna say low to mid A. Absolutely no. Say my name. I would argue that Jesse is better, but either combination works. I'm This is my own private domicile, and I will not be harassed. That's the thing. Oh, bro, why is it still Bravo, Vince. Bravo. Truly the greatest mind. I would say it is a top 3 show of all time. It's one of my top 2 personally. Right. I have a fun one. I don't I've not watched The Sopranos yet myself, but if I ever can figure out a way to do it without spoiling, I will try to make sure to do that if I can remember. Yeah. Okay. Give me one moment. I'm trying to. What I'm looking for. I'm trying to find one more. I'm gonna let you do. This. Man, do they have one with like on it? I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to find one that's like kind of like everybody that I want on it. I might just have to. I might just settle for one of most of them. A few on here that I recognize that are missing. Uh, what's up? Oh boy, all right. I do not need a model, so you can take whichever ones you want. But if you want to help, want me to help writing it, I can try. Yeah. All right. Hi, that'd be. I mean, settle for I don't need 95. Would be cool. Okay, I've got one pulled up here. I've said before. I've said before. I show yearly. We don't need an E tier. That's stupid. I watch a show at least once a year. I have fell in love with so many characters from this show. I don't know if you've ever seen the entirety. I don't know how much BoJack Horseman you've ever watched. Okay, so you're going to this blind. Perfect. You're going to do a blind ranking. You're going to do a blind ranking of BoJack Horseman characters. I'm not going to give you any input. I'm not going to sway your decisions. I know how I would rate majority of these. I'm not going to, influence you. I can tell you their names. The rest of it you're going to based on just, I guess, aesthetics or what you've seen from them. So starting off with the one, the only BoJack Horseman. Okay. Got Diane Nguyen. We're putting Diane at F. Okay. Mr. Peanut Butter. Putting putting A. Princess Carolyn. Okay. Todd. Todd Chavez. Now that that's locked in, do you know who voices Todd? Aaron Paul. Aaron Paul is the voice of him. Beatrice. Beatrice Horseman. That's BoJack's mom. Hollyhock. Hold on. I can try to do this off the dome. Hollyhock Mannheim. Hold on. I need to see her full name real quick. Okay. Hollyhock Mannheim Guerrero Robinson Gilberschlag Sung Fonzarelli McQuack. That's her full name. Okay. I know who this character is. I just don't remember her name. I can't remember her name off the top of my head. You're putting A tier. Okay. I could be wrong, but I think no, I don't know if that's Cracker Jack or not, but I don't whoever that guy is. Putting him at A tier, sure, okay. Sarah Lynn. Oh, Sarah Lynn. You know, you know. Believe this is Penny Carson. I'm pretty sure that's Penny. Okay. We got Gina. Herb Kavaz. I love Herb. We got Penny. No, not Penny. Charlotte. That's Charlotte. She's 17. you, you gotta clip that. You gotta clip that. Wanda. She's an adult. She's one of BoJack's love interests. I'll give you that. We got Judah. Okay. Crap. What's her name? I know who this chick is. I just can't remember her name off the top of my head for some reason. She's a really important character. We got this. You know who this is? This is esteemed character actress and fugitive from the law, Margot Martindale, who's a real life person. She plays like look up Margot Martindale real quick. You'll recognize the woman. She plays a like fictional version, huh? She plays a fictional version of herself in the show. This like sweet old lady plays a character actress and fugitive from the law, Margot Martindale. I'm sure you've seen her in something. I can't believe you're putting esteemed character actress Margot Martindale F tier. Crap. What's his name? What's his name? All right. Oh, ooh, nice pull. Nice pull. Vanessa Gecko. C tier. We got Bojack's dad. All right. Lenny Turtletop. Looks wise, he reminds me of Jonathan for some reason. Pinky Penguin. Pinky Penguin. All right. He's a book publisher. We got Orion Seacrest type. That's his actual name in the show is Orion Seacrest type. Okay. We got. All right. What are you feeling about this guy? Tom Jumbo Grumbo is his name. Tom Jumbo Grumbo. So, where do you want to put Tom Jumbo Grumbo? I love this character in general. I wouldn't put him in S tier personally, but I can. All right. Oh, I'm gonna remember his name. I remember his name. Let me think. I'm trying to think real quick. What's his name? Charlie Witherspoon. His name's Charlie Witherspoon. Yeah, Charlie Witherspoon. Put him in S tier. You said you're putting a lot of people in S tier. Meow meow fuzzy face. Officer meow meow fuzzy face. Officer meow meow fuzzy face. Uh, the bird, the the crap, bird paparazzi. I don't know their names. Okay, I think this dude's rutabaga. You don't like rutabaga? Rutabaga Rabowitz? You said D or F. You said D tier or F tier? D tier. Okay. Sextina Aquafina. Another E tier. Okay, we got Emily. Okay, we got Hank Hippopopoulos. Okay. Sebastian St. Clair. D tier, you said? Okay, Vincent Adult Man is next. 3 kids in a trench coat. I mean, that's like the whole joke, like Bojack saying, that's obviously 3 kids in a trench coat. By the way, for a long time, my Chromebook background when I was in like 8th grade was this dude. Living an adult man. I don't remember this guy's Wayne. I think it's Wayne. I'm pretty sure that's Wayne. S tier. All right. Yeah, you're putting her at F. I didn't even get to say her name. And it's Anna, in case you're wondering. Flip McVicker. Flip McVicker. C tier. All right. He's one of the directors. Hey, pretty sure her name's Katrina. You said A tier? All right. A tier. We got Pickles. A tier. I'll just go out and say she's one of the characters. You got one of Diane's bosses. What's her name? Stephanie, I think. Okay, S tier. Got Courtney Portnoy. I'm pretty sure it's just a made up character. I wish though. E tier, okay. Next up we got Guy from Chicago. From Chicago. I'll say that he's from Chicago. Okay. I promise you, this guy's real name, or this thing's real name, Henry Fondle. Henry Fondle. I love Henry Fondle. I'm pretty sure this is Sarah Lynn's dad. Actually, is it? Could be wrong. I could be wrong. I don't think it is. I don't think it is actually. I don't know who this dude is. I forgot his name. Forgot his name. Okay, B tier. We got Woodcut Mayor Woodchuck Kudchuck Berkowitz. Woodchuck Kudchuck Berkowitz. Here. All right. Man, it's another one of those characters. Like I know, but I don't recognize the name. D tier. I think that's Yolanda. You got Joey Pogo. B. He said B tier. Okay. We got Mod. Why do you feel bad for Mod? See, I think Mod's kind of, you know, she's Mod. Crap. I don't know the name. I think all three. D tier for. Okay. We got we got Bojack's hairdresser. All right. Okay. Okay. We got the Bojack's rehab leader. Okay. A tier. Next up we got Henrietta. You understood the context. Uh, Jessica Biel. I want to say is who this is. Quite sure this is Jessica. Yeah, this is Jessica Biel. This is real Jessica Biel. Just Bojack formed. Yeah. Here next up we got Jorge Chavez. I think it's just cut off. I'm pretty sure the photo just cut off. He has both his arms. I'm pretty sure that's just an arm behind his like it's bent behind his back. I think it's just yeah. I'm pretty sure that's just like an elbow patch. See here. This is Princess Carolyn's child. All right. See. Thank you for serving. We got J.D. Salinger. That guy wrote To Kill a Mockingbird in real life. Actually died in 2010, but they brought him in for the show. The whole joke is every time he's introduced, he's like, "You're J.D. Salinger, author of To Kill a Mockingbird, among others." They can never name anything else he wrote. Funny. Secretariat. That's Secretariat, the actual, racehorse that won the Kentucky Derby. Don't remember his name. Okay. Tina. Hey, give me. I'm pretty sure this is Harvey. I don't think he's a. Is he a catfish? I don't think his name's Harvey. Um, I'm gonna remember his name. Abe. His name's Abe. I don't know why I thought Harvey. His name's Abe. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, Biscuits Baxby. C tier for biscuits. Okay. Okay. S tier. Name all the way up here, and then finally we got Zach Braff. Where's he ranked? B tier. Okay. There we go. There's your BoJack blind rankings. Now I gotta pee again, bad, and then I'll give you my thought. I've chugged these waters. Okay. Okay. I'm back. I'm back. Okay. I did? Oh no. Is the episode still staying up? No. How'd you get it settled? Oh, okay. Oh wow. Bravo, like the band was, the one who copyrighted it. Well, if it's the band, then Bravo Downstate. Downstate, good band. While we're here, real quick, I agree with BoJack, Mr. Peanut Butter, Sarah Lynn, maybe her because that's being here. Meow Meow Fuzzy Face, sure. I'd move Todd up here, probably. Might move Wanda up because Wanda's, pretty pivotal in terms of like where she comes in BoJack's life. S really, really important. And then Princess Carolyn's S tier as well. Where's Princess Carolyn? Pink. Where is Princess Carolyn? There she is. Okay, she's definitely S tier. Uh, I don't feel like reworking the whole list. I just figuring like I'd let you know who all goes to S for me. I'd Sarah Lynn, bro. I'm not going to get too far into it in case you ever decide to watch it, but Sarah Lynn is there better. Okay. Oh boy. All right. Are you actually going to show the website on here? Oh, I'm not seeing your video at all now. Like, I mean, I'm seeing what you're streaming, but I'm not seeing your face or my face. I mean, like it's saying that like I'm having issues on my end. I'm getting error coded on the pictures. Like I can still see your screen. I can hear your audio, but that's fine. Be okay. Uh Subject sponsor us or something. I don't know. Potential sponsorship, maybe. Like you should link to our account. You would. I don't need one. Okay. I I love the absolute lack of punctuation and capitalization. This is Okay. Close enough. Oh. Oh, you've been leaving comments? Perchance. Yeah, that looks nice. I mean, you need to tell them like, you can be our first sponsor or something. But all right. Um, let me reread over this one more time. Uh, I mean, I don't think they're gonna care too much about grammar, but I would say at the very end, just put like, please, just like like go down a few lines, just put like no, go down a few lines and then say please, just to make it what you added in last second funny. There you go. Should we leave him with a custom outro? Or should we- Okay, I think that'd be phenomenal. It'd be fantastic. Okay, boy, I don't know. I mean, if you want, uh, great question. Wendy's? I don't know. I like Wendy's. Fortnite shop. Oh boy. Hear me out. Circle B Diecast. Such a way out there one. Weird enough they might sponsor us. Just because I've been getting to the NASCAR diecast collecting game. I've not bought anything from them yet. But imagine all the free diecasts I could get if they sponsored us. I don't know. I might. Not. I don't even know where you email them at. They have an order. They have one for order. That's about it. Okay, let me show you a quick diecast I've thought about getting. All right. I don't want to pay so much for it though. That's the problem. I so badly want to get this. It's not like looks so nice. I love it. Is that not like one of the greatest diecast, like not even diecast in general, but it's like one of the greatest car designs you've ever seen. I love the blue they chose. What's that? Yeah, he never wrote back to me. Did he leave me on open or delivered or something? He left me on delivered. I mean, I know we still have like an hour, maybe like 45 minutes or so left, but who knows? I guarantee you he'll respond to me the minute we log off. Right. I mean, what do you think about the Backstreet Boys car? Right. What do you think about this design right here? The Shaquille O'Neal car. That's the Shaq car. That's insane. Shane Van Gisbergen is a driver. You know, I have two favorite drivers week to week. There's Carson Hocevar and there's whoever wrecks Joe Logano. Those are my two favorite drivers. Whoever wrecks Joey Logano. Ooh. What if we got a sponsorship from like and none of these are like companies that would sponsor us because they're all like mm, no. Oh, Hunt Brothers Pizza. What do you know about Hunt Brothers Pizza? The greatest pizza to ever exist, Hunt Brothers Pizza. Nothing. Oh, man, what about Ryan Blaney Menard's car? I don't know anything about Menards, but right. Uh, was not expecting this to turn into a fan review, but here we are. Oh, here he is. He's back. All right. Man, I don't even know what Menards is. I mean, but Home Depot is Home Depot. All right. Right. Mhm. Uh, all right. Ooh, you know, we if we ever go to a NASCAR race, we need to make a sign that says just an Allgaier eats corn the long way. Just because of this car design. Nothing is just an Allgaier. He's all right, I guess. Ah, yeah. Yeah. Like I have three favorite drivers. I have not Daniel. I have Carson Hocevar, whoever wrecks Joey Logano, and whoever wrecks Kyle Busch. If Kyle Busch has a million haters, I am one of them. If Kyle Busch has 100,000 haters, I am one of them. Kyle Busch has 1,000 haters, I am one of them. If Kyle Busch has one hater, it's me. If Kyle Busch has zero haters left, that means I have died and left this earth. I am. I am. Did you watch Raw today by chance? When it came on at 3 p.m.? It was over in London, England today, and the entire crowd, John Cena sucks! John Cena sucks! John Cena sucks! All the front teeth are missing, so it's like, really, really lispy. John Cena sucks! Yeah. And then Cody went out there and absolutely cooked him on the mic. Okay. I'm trying to look for. Hear me out on two of them. I I don't think I need to say which two, but just hear me out. Yeah. Okay. Let's look through some NASCAR merchandise because why not? All right. I do not like Denny Hamlin. Bro, do they not have Carson Hocevar anywhere on here? I want some Carson Hocevar, man. I love how I looked up Carson Hocevar. Just give me Carson, whoever this is. They really don't have a single piece of Carson Hocevar merch. Travesty. I'm getting into it. Hmm. Man, should I get a should I get a jacket, a Liquid Death $150 jacket? I figured that you could be the version of Goldust who had, you know, long hair because that I don't know if he ever had long hair when he teamed with Stardust, but yeah, back when he actually looked like a transvestite, back when he was really androgynous when he debuted. This is long haired Goldust. We just the normal Goldust and Stardust, and then one of us would have to Yeah, I don't know if I want to commit and do a buzz cut just for the show. Okay, I mean that right there is like a solid side shot of like what the face paint looks like on the sides. And I mean, Stardust is such a weird era. I don't know why all the pictures are him long hair. Okay, here we go. Now you have a couple different face paintings I think you go for. You go for like really old Gold Dust before he like right before he left the company when he was doing like these sort of things. You could do like the era that I knew him mainly in when he was doing this, design. A lot of designs you can go for here. Yeah, we probably could. Hmm. Or what if I just went as I would say what if I just went as Cody, but that'd be, very unrecognizable. Hmm. This could be us. What do you say, Tommy boy? I'll wear whatever you want me to. Oh, why don't you go? Why don't you go as this version of Gold Dust? Go as this version of Gold Dust. Oh, God. Here you go. Go as this version of Gold Dust, please. You're not going. You're not going as this. Why not? Why not? Gonna get us banned. It's gonna get us removed. I feel like this design right here would be tough to pull off, but it looks nice. Look at Gold Dust go, man. He's one of here we go. That's you. That's you. Ernie's you can do like this. Let's see what we're working with here on AliExpress. $75 for the bodysuit. They have one for Stardust. They have one for Stardust. We're in. Oh. Oh, okay. You really not make a Stardust costume? I can get the jacket, but not the actual like pants to go with it. It's like here, man. Crazy that this man right here is gonna be wrestling John Cena at WrestleMania. I told me that, if you would told me that 5 years ago, I'd think you were insane. And these people found one. And here we go. This is us. Awful. That's awful. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Why did they use brown face paint? It looks like you melted pennies, right? And then you just rub that all over your face. That's what it is. But like you didn't even cover the full face. Oh my! This costume as a whole cost like $3. Bro, what? This is for. Oh, look at this one, man. Why is the star so uneven? Why, why is the star so uneven? Like, this line is so much thinner than this line. I was I was literally thinking this looks like a marijuana bud just with no stem. This is one of the costumes of all time. They had to have been drunk when they were putting it on. Oh, I can't get over the star. Darth Maul? Darth Maul. We got Darth lightly attack and penny dust. No, no, Dark Maul, Darkmall, and penny dust. Oh, this is this is certainly one of the costumes of all time. I mean, they attempted. Bind. This photo right here, man. Just I can't. I was like, yeah, this is the one. This is yeah. Oh, oh man, this I can't. Ooh, here we go. Blue Stardust is nice. Oh, you could pull it off too, you know. No, no, I'm saying you could. I'm no, no, Tommy. I'm saying you could pull it off. And this I like the blue and silver. The purple Stardust is pretty good too. Purple Stardust, red Stardust was all right. I mean, the face paint could have been better, but okay. I thought of someone else we can go as. What if we went as the Ascension? Mhm. This is genuinely one of the like I sometimes forget these guys even existed. Honor and Victor, bro. What a 2015 like 2015 era WWE might have been one of the worst periods of any sport ever. I was there in the trenches, Tommy boy. I was there when it sucked. Oh, what a time! I mean, like I'm down for being Stardust though. I think being Stardust would be fun. Yeah. Yeah, I mean it's just a bunch of gold and then a star, and then you're gonna trust me to do the absolute horrendous job of doing your face paint, most likely. I guess. Would you want like black first and then gold, or you want to do like full gold and then just do the black detailing? That'd be a lot easier. I thought that'd be a lot easier to do than doing black and then intricately doing the gold. And like kind of like shape out designs you want. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Could. What are we gonna do for the next 10 minutes? I feel like we're kind of like running our course. About 10, 15 minutes probably. I'm a genius. All right. Right. Yeah. I've never even been to Indianapolis, but I'd love to do that. And I've had, like, some TV show ideas in the past, like every other person to ever live, but mine are nowhere, near good ideas at all. Oh, what's that? Mm. Is there no way to, like is there no way to recover it? Yeah, that's yeah. Man, I need to look over my docs. I know about it, but I don't know any detail. I know it exists. Okay, okay. Mhm. Sounds about right. Right. And I know you're a great reader. You love reading, some of the stuff that I write, correct? Well, after I take my third and hopefully last, unqualified pee break, 'cause, my bladder is, unqualified for this show apparently. I will, screen share something. I will. let you, do a dramatic reading if you so want to. And if not, I can do my thing. But give me one moment. All right. All right. So let me make sure this is. I don't know why I wrote this or how I wrote this. I forgot I even did it. Oh! Oh my god! Oh my god. Okay. Shout out water. Shout out milk. Shout out Bo. Shout out Larry. Shout out Chrissy. Shout out Tajikistan. Shout out Larry again. Shout out Sean. Shout out Beanie. Shout out Caleb, I guess. Shout out Johnny. Shout out Tajikistan. Shout out Wisconsin. Shout out KFC. Shout out KFC Australian Girl. Shout out Wendy's. Not sponsored. Shout out John Cena. Shout out Cody Rhodes. Shout out Chicken Burger. Shout out shout out the Tajikistan bed and breakfast I called. Because they had hung up on me and you took a word that right out of my mouth. Shout out Dakota Kai. Shout out EO Sky. Shout out Jessica Alba. Shout out Dua Lipa. That about covers it. I cannot believe we went a whole episode so far without shouting out. Anyway, uh, okay. Now, as I was saying, I don't know when I wrote this or why I wrote this or how I even finished it without getting bored of it. But I present to you, Tommy Boy, one of the worst pieces of media ever written. This is all fictional characters. I don't know if it's something you're. I don't know if it's something you're down with. But we're gonna kill some time. We're gonna extend ourselves. Give ourselves something to look at, something to make this episode memorable. All right. I- Do you, yeah. Do you think we should explain the Royal Rumble for anybody who's out of the loop? So, two people start in the ring. Okay. Uh, every night, and you can be eliminated at any time. So, like, entry number 17 might be eliminated before entry number 30 ever even comes out. If that makes any sense. But entry number 17 might come out mid match and win. Yeah. I just said number 17. I don't even remember who number 17 in this one is, but we'll get to it. Anyway, uh, Again, let me just say, I don't know when I wrote this, so I don't know how old this is. Let me just preface that. Doc McStuffins is a girl. That little black girl that's a doctor on Disney Channel. The toy doctor in the animated show. Sheldon's dad. I he's playing it fair. He's playing it fair. I guess. I don't know. Number 6. I forgot how cinematic a masterpiece like this is. I'm crying. I wrote this and I'm crying at it. Cooking new mix. Oh. Yeah. The greatest thing ever written. Yeah. Oh my goodness. And it's just like regular, like, we'll say, like, 6 foot tall Gumby. We'll say he's, like, equal sized, he's, like, average human size, like 5'9", 5'10", 5'11", 6 foot, somewhere around there. I don't even remember. Strawberry. Strawberry. Oh, I remember this one. This one's funny. Oh, it's a haluva cake. The haluva cake, you know Sami Zayn, right? The ginger dude that fought Kevin Owens at Royal Rumble. That guy, yes. So he'll have his opponent in the corner. He'll just like go to the opposite corner diagonal, run full speed, lift his leg, and just kick him while they're standing in the corner. That's basically what he does. The haluva kick. Oh, jangles. So that's saying, Strawberry's telling him to throw Gwen out. I think Gumby got eliminated. Gumby charges towards him, but it's clotheslined by Walter. Uh, no, they hit a. Maybe Gumby. No, Gumby might still be in it. He might still be in. Yeah. 3, 2. This might this might be the greatest elimination I've ever written. Oh, uh, uh, I don't know why I'm laughing so hard. Oh, yeah, that should. I mean, I mean, that's a creative elimination though, isn't it? I got number 20. Stone Cold Stunner. Hold on, me. There we go. I had to throw in some, domestic violence, some child abuse. Oh god, I'm trying to spoil too much. Fantastic writing on my part. Yeah, yeah. 29. Number 30. Hurricane Rana? Bravo me. I forgot how good of a journey that was. How was that of a read? Oh, I know, I know. What a what a, like, just piece of writing. What a piece of history. I You got anything else you're wanting to talk about, Tommy boy? That needs to be an unqualified, uh, moment in my opinion. I don't know if that's what you wanna clip or not, but anyway, all that, being said, we got our shout-outs out of the way, we got our, Royal Rumble out of the way, we got Jeopardy out of the way. Remember to use your signal. Oh, yeah, so Remember to use your signal. Tip your waiter unless they suck. Also remember, Dolly Parton's love interest really dropped her for that absolute whore Jolene.